Captain Underpants, you can't actually fly!
I take to the sky like an ostrich!
Wow, he is super dumb.
Stand down, you monster!
The best-selling book series, it's making its way to the big screen with Captain Underpants, the first epic movie. And the film's director, David Soren, joins me to talk about the film. David, welcome to the studio. I understand that this is, like, you just finished this movie, was it last week?
Like last week. Yeah.
So it's all done now, finally.
Is hopefully done.
Out June 1st.
Yes.
And
June 2nd.
June 2nd. And this is your first interview starting on, like, the press tour.
You are officially the first on the whole tour.
Holy smokes.
Congratulations.
So you must be exhausted.
You know, the adrenaline's still going. I haven't fully let down, so.
Right.
You know,
well, so
it's early. I mean, I wouldn't mind if this was like lunch television or like afternoon snack television.
The breakfast time is a little bit, it's a little tough. It's tough for everybody. Getting up in the morning is the worst. So let's talk about how you got into this movie in the first place. Because obviously, you know, you love animation and that sort of thing, but you also loved these books.
Yeah.
These were important.
Yeah, funny enough, I moved to LA about 20 years ago, and my first couple months there, I was in a bookstore, and I happened upon the very first Captain Underpants book on the shelf, and I picked it up right there in the aisle and read about half of it right there because I was so smitten by it. And I just thought, man, I wish I came up with this idea myself. It's so great. And so, you know, here I am. I'm able to put my own stamp on it after all. I couldn't be happier.
I remember when I first got my first copy of it, my stepmom looked at me and was like, "Are you, like, you're 9? Aren't you past this sort of thing?" And you know, you read deeper into it, and it really is a deeper story than just a goofy superhero.
Yeah. Yeah, I think people sort of, you know, the title obviously leads people one way, but underneath it all, it's actually this, even though it's called Captain Underpants, it's about these two boys, George and Harold, who hypnotize their principal and turn him into their comic book creation. And they have this really wonderful, creative friendship, the two of them. And I love that. That was what most connected me to the project. I have some of my dearest friends are based around creative friendships. I love that the movie centers around this really joyful, fun, and creative couple of buddies, you know, who make their own worlds.
Who prank and write their own comic books. We got to talk about some of the voices in this. So we've got Kevin Hart, Ed Helms, Nick Kroll, Jordan Peele. I mean, like, there are some amazing names in this, and working with these people, it must have been so much fun just getting into the voice booth, because I know that's basically the first thing you guys do.
Yeah, I mean, I very quickly realized, you know, after first sessions with those guys, that, like, I'd be a fool not to just use them in any possible way I could. You know, they're all great writers, they're all amazing comedians, huge histories of sketch comedy, improv. So we really kind of turned every one of those recording sessions into a brainstorming session, a workshopping opportunity, and they brought their own, you know, voices to those characters and really defined the characters.
Amazing. Well, we can't wait to see it again. It's out June 2nd. I was confused by that. Like I said, well, actually, it opens here May 26th.
Oh, it does.
So if you head to breakfasttelevision.ca for more info, you can do that. Online it says June 2nd, but it's here earlier, so we're lucky. We're going to go up to Russ now.